So, you think you're a very important witness in today's trial, don't you?
Obviously I am. I heard everything.
You describe yourself as being the star witness.
Yes, I do.
The truth of the matter is, you don't like this word.
I'm not going to lie, somebody's been rude and been very bad, has had a bad temper with me.
The only reason you don't like her is because she doesn't provide juicy gossip for you to discuss at your club.
That was before she started becoming very rude towards me.
You disliked her so much that you made her wait 10 minutes outside Principal Woman's office, making her late.
I waited till Principal Woman came out to get her, which she did.
Now, do you remember making the witness statement?
Yes, I do.
And you had a chance to make corrections and additions to this witness statement.
Yes.
You wanted to provide truthful, complete information.
Yes.
In fact, you were under oath while you made this witness statement.
Yes, I was.
And do you believe the statement was made closer to the time of the events?
I don't remember when my statement was made. I can't recall the exact date I made my statement.
But do you have knowledge that it was fresher in your mind at the time that you made this than it is today?
Well, yes, because the event had just happened.
Now you're on the right person witness?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm going to read.
I can't see what it
This is your witness statement, is that correct?
It seems like it is.
And that's your signature? Okay. Then this is your witness statement?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's see if I read this correctly. I'm going to read line 63 through 64.
I can't see what you're trying to show me.
So, this is your witness statement. We're correct on that. I'm going to read lines 63 through 64. I made him wait 10 minutes before telling Principal Woman she was there. So, did I read that correctly?
Yes.
And there doesn't say anything about Principal Woman not being available.
I never said Principal Woman wasn't available. I said that I waited till Principal Woman came out to get her, which Principal Woman did.
But you made her wait 10 minutes to even tell Principal Woman she was there.
I made her wait 10 minutes.
And getting gossip is one of the best things about your job, isn't it?
Well, it makes the rather boring job seem a little more interesting. It makes me not be as bored as I am, because there's really not much that goes around in this small town.
And it's good because it helps you get tips at your marketing job.
Yes, it does.
You like Principal Woman.
Yeah, she's a very good person. She has never been rude to me like Miss Gordon has.
And the first meeting that you had with Principal Woman, you told him, he told you that you went to church on the weekends, and he told you, good to hear it. I think it's important if you're going to work with me. Is that correctly?
Yes, but first, Principal Woman asked me what I did on the weekends, and then I responded that I had another job, and then I bartended on the weekends, and then that I went to church. But then she said that was good to hear. I took it that she was meaning that I'm a hard worker because I have 2 jobs.
But you know that's not what you meant, right?
I took it to mean that Principal Woman was talking about the fact that I have 2 jobs. I don't know what specifically she meant, because she never said, oh, it's good that you go to church. She just said it was good to hear.
Okay. But then you made a statement. You said, you appreciated the comment with a response because you thought that there was no reason the majority should have to bend over backwards for such a small minority. Did I read that correctly? Was that what you said?
I think you're missing a part of that.
So the majority doesn't have to bend over backwards for a small minority?
I don't understand what you're trying to ask me.
Is this what you said?
I think you're missing a part of what I said.
But this is part of what you said.
Well, I can't see what you're trying to say that I said, so I don't know if you're reading it correctly.
Okay, if you said it, then I assume that you know what you said. So, but I will show it to you what the statement if you'd like. No.
Thank you.
Objection, Your Honor. Improper impeachment. My witness has not contradicted anything that has been said in her statement.
You need to ask a question and then she
Now,
contradicts it.
did you
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you say that the majority doesn't have to bend over backwards for such a small minority?
I don't know what minority you're talking about.
Okay. Do you remember making a witness statement?
Yes.
Do you remember trying to make this witness statement truthful?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember that you were under oath while I'm trying to show her where it is in her statement that she said that, and she did contradict because she said clearly that she did not say that there was a minority or majority involved.
Your Honor, my witness has not responded that way. She just simply asked me what minority. She did not give an answer.
Well, why don't you show him the witness statement?
Yeah. You're just good to hear it. I was so happy she said that. I'm getting so tired of the PC this, PC that. I mean, why should the 99% of the country have to bend over backwards for such a small minority? Makes no sense. If you want to know my opinion, then I'll do that part.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's go to the knowledge about this case. You were present at the meeting between Loman and Gordon in the fall of 2009, were you?
In the fall of 2009, no, I was doing my job.
And you weren't present at the second meeting between Loman and Gordon in November 2010, were you?
The one in the classroom?
Yes, you weren't present at that.
No.
And before April 2011, you weren't present at any meeting between Ms. Loman and Mr. Gordon.
I'm just Principal Loman's administrative assistant. I'm not there to take notes on everything Principal Loman says.
And with regards to the April 11th meeting, you weren't in the principal's office, were you?
No, but I was outside and as I said before, they were shouting so I could hear everything that was going on.
Okay, thank you. Was the door closed?
Yes.
So you couldn't see what was happening.
No, but I could hear what was going on.
And you were on the phone at the time.
Yes, but I have two ears. One was to the phone and the other one I could hear everything that was going on in the office.
But your job requires you to pay attention to the person on the phone, doesn't it?
The phone call that we had received that day was one that we received multiple times a day about a child getting detention. I know what was going on. I know what the parents said.
I'm
and
sorry,
I know
I don't
what
think
happened in
you
the
understood
classroom.
my question. Your job requires you to pay attention on the phone, right?
Yes, and I was.
Okay. So you were at least 15 feet away. The door was shut. There were distractions, and you could still hear stuff.
Yes, they were shouting loud enough that I could hear.
And one of the things you heard was Principal Loman yell, "Get rid of those items from your classroom or you're fired."
Yes, because I had already sent out a memo from Principal Loman telling them that they were to remove their items